Hello dear traders and welcome to another update on the market. For today I decided to cover USD versus Canadian dollar. We'll speak about the dollar index, US dollar index, gold market, crude oil and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with the USD versus Canadian dollar first. So basically what I found on the daily time frame is that USD Canadian dollar is in the sideways regime. So we have basically, I will say 4 days in a row we have overlapping candles or overlapping bars. And prior to that we had upside move, and market is still in upside cycle. So we must say that as long we and the USD Canadian dollar is trading above this 1.2700 mark, from my perspective, as long we don't take lows here from May 5th and April 29th, we still have a more odds for the upside movement and rotation up to the 1.2, let's say 900 mark, and then eventually towards the 1.3050. So from my perspective, watch for buying opportunities, watch for some signs of the bottoming process on intraday, and then watch for buying opportunities with the first upside objective at 1.2900 mark. Speaking of the US dollar index, basically we can see that market is trying to test. We had inside day on Friday, and now market is breaking to the downside. The next pivot level on the dollar index is basically 102.35. We had this bear divergence in the background, and now market is basically breaking this inside day. We'll see for how much market can go, but this will be a very important pivot for today for the US dollar index. Do we have a rejection? A rotation from this level, or we have a break and follow through? We'll need to wait basically and see what will be the situation. Speaking of the gold market, we can see basically that gold recovered here, and we got this basically a buying tail. We'll have this pin bar, basically got aggressive buyers from 1790 level, and we marked that 1790 level to be very important, actually the most important for the gold. And we have a quite decent rejection there. We're already trading around the 20-day moving average. We're even right now trying to break. We'll see if the market will close above the 20-day average, or eventually through the day we can maybe reject from here. For now, basically buyers are in control. And if we go to the lower frames, so far I don't see any sign of the weakness. So buyers are in control, and no big supply, no big divergences or something like that. So we'll see for how long that will take. Next important pivot levels based on the previous price section are set at 1890 level and 1910 mark or 1910 mark. But again, daily time frame around the 20-day, which is 20-day moving average there. So we'll see. I would like to see if the price will hold, if the price will close above 20 or not, or basically reject through the day. That will be my main watch on this in this example. If market can reject from here on the gold, then we can think about taking this inside low at 1832. If market can close above this 20-day moving average, and if we see no signs of weakness on the intraday frames, then market can even try to look for 1886, 1890 level. Speaking of the gold market is still in a heavy sideways regime. We can basically see that also the market is still is locked in this consolidation, and 116.30 or 0.35, that's a critical pivot. And as long we're trading this inside regime, as long we don't go above and hold above, for me it's still in indecision, and I would like to see the further. We had inside day on Friday. Definitely watch for the breakout. If we break the upside at 112.75, we can eventually try to re-attack 116.35. If we take the low of this inside day, we can try to attack 105 mark and eventually 98.65. And speaking of the Bitcoin versus US dollar, heavy sideways regime for many days already. Resistance of this consolidation is set at 31,500 mark. Any breakout and hold above eventually can lead the price to 34,000 mark, 400, or to the 33,000 mark. Breaking of the lows from this consolidation around 28,500 mark can lead eventually to retest the low at 25,300 mark. That'll be all for this update. I hope that you did enjoy. Trade safe, have a nice day, and speak to you tomorrow morning.